Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Jake Arrieta is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Jonathan Villar heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 5.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little. Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Scooter Gennett will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Arrieta into the windup. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Here it comes on 1-1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Grounded back up the middle. Russell has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ryan Braun is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Yeah, he's letting these guys know early on. He's not going to be afraid to work inside. That'll be something they'll need to think about.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Junior Guerra gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, for a starting pitcher, ERA in the low 1s. He's having a fantastic season. We'll look to see if he can continue that here in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And the silver lining to that is that they do have their ace going here tonight. He's what folks used to call the stopper, the guy you turn to when you needed to break a losing streak. So it's all on his shoulders here tonight.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. But he's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Chris Carter will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Arrieta gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Kirk Neuenhuis will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 6.
Eric Young Jr. will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Tap foul at home plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Man, he get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Hernan Perez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. But the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
Runners off for second. Pitch inside the throw. And no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind, 2-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Moving under it, Hayward, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one. Chris Bryant will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Addison Russell will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night. And, looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Chris Coghlan will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Under it, Jeanette, and there are 2 away now. Ben Zobrist will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball out to left center, and it'll be over the head of the shortstop VR. It's a base hit. And the throw from Braun too late as he's in there at third. Jake Arrieta will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times,
this ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Miguel Montero will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Brian Holiday will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. This is hit high and deep out to left. Coghlan going back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Arrieta's got his target. First pitch on the way. Junior Guerra stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Villar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Hit hard up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Well, not really all that tough a play heading up the middle, but you see it takes a funny little hop there at the end, and this will be scored as an error.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. A runner on first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist has it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Stick around. And there is Jason Hayward. As promised, he'll start things out here in the home third.
Right fielder.
In tied at 93, ball one. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chopped in front of home plate. And he's retired here, 1 away.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break.
Leading off for the Brewers, the left fielder.
Arrieta is ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ryan Braun.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Riding into the box, Chris Carter. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice of what you're doing.
Stepping in now, Kirk Neuenhuis. Shot toward right center. Fowler is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Into the box now, Eric Young Jr. as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Coghlan is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Brewers strand 1. Chris Bryant is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
That's by him for strike 1. Slider is right there, 83 on the gun. It's 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Addison Russell is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Got him on the good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Chris Coghlan is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add. Leading off the inning, Hernan Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And another foul ball. Sent out to straightaway center field. Fowler is in his tracks now. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher
Brian Holiday is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Junior Guerra in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he didn't look good on a changeup last time, and he just skied it. So don't be surprised if he sees a similar approach on this at-bat.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Jonathan Villar steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Arrieta sets. Here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That's inside. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count. 2-0.
3-0 now.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Big rip at the 3-0 sinker, but he didn't get it. 3-1. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now. 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Hit hard towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Young racing back, still going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double. Jake Arrieta get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So a runner at third here with 1 gone, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Jason Hayward will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Where do you go from here? And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Scooter Gennett will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Nope. 3-0. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Good action on the sinker, 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. Chris Carter will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First offering on its way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Fowler. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Brewers have come back to tie things at 2.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Into the box now, Kirk Neuenhuis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Coughlin there to grab it as that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder,
Eric Young Jr. steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Dexter Fowler gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. And a good at-bat on 3-2 as he finishes it with a leadoff double.
Oh, and a great way to kick off the inning here. That's going to get the go-ahead run to second base with that double. And you know, even though it's still the 6th, you'd love to find a way to grab that lead right now and hopefully just let your bullpen take it home from here.
Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Chris Bryant is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game. Addison Russell steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Now he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Chris Coughlin will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Your attention, please.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Corey Knebel will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he sends one deep down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. In to score is the runner from third, and the run is in to score from second. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple. Jake Arrieta will stand in with the golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Catcher,
Miguel Montero stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And that misses 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Fly ball out to right field. Hayward giving chase. 1 down. Brian Holiday will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. This one skied out toward right. Hayward moves over. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 46, Corey Knebel.
Domingo Santana will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now a swing and a 3rd straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Fowler is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Rob Scahill will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Jason Hayward will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. One and one.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
And Hayward's now 0 for 3 so far as he's retired again here for the first out. Dexter Fowler steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Oh, and he misses it. He'll take the turn and head for second. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Neuenhuis giving chase. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for the Cubs. Jonathan Villar will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Number 2, second baseman
Scooter Gennett digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Ryan Braun will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised you didn't go after that one, too.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. In tight with the slider, 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chipped.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Addison Russell will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Neuenhuis looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Chris Coughlin gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ben Zobrist had a 2-run triple in his last AB, and here he is into the box again.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 9th inning coming up. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. There's Joe Maddon up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Joe Smith will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Kirk Neuenhuis will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Eric Young Jr. will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
First pitch on its way. Hernan Perez stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
An 89-mile-an-hour fastball is not overpowering by any stretch, but it sure had him on his back foot.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And the count will be full. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Ben Zobrist. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he winds up really filling up that stat sheet.